Hey everybody, it's Manga Pro again with another video. This time I'm just going to talk about all the tools that I'm using to work on my manga for the contest. So I'll just start off with some of the stuff I have here. And I'll also show you some books too that I've been using. So first I got, let me show you this right here. This is tight. I got this black marker. It's called a brush pen. And it's like the best. Let me see if I can get there you go. What it is, it's like, let's see, you take off the cap. I don't think I opened this one yet, so it's still white. But what would happen if you like opened it all the way, it would turn black. I think I have another one. Hold on. Oh yeah, here it is. That's what it looks like. So you can kind of see that one's white. It's not open yet. I just bought that one yesterday. And that one's black. And I bought it at the Anime Expo. I've been kind of busy because I had to go to the Anime Expo. I've been working on the comic. And I got, people's graduation parties and stuff is coming up. So I'm kind of busy. But I'm still going to make this video. Right here is the G pen. Right there. It's the Tachikawa pen holder. That's what the wooden thing is. It has its own grip on it. And I know probably most of you already know this, but if you can see that, I can't focus. There's a little G on the nib, and that's how you can tell it's a G pen. You can't really see it. But next on the list is the Maru pen. And they call it the Maru pen because Maru in Japanese is like circle, and it's kind of in a circle shape if you look at it that way. And it's like a really skinny pen. You can get really fine detail with it. So if you're going to draw backgrounds like buildings or little small details on a character's face or something like that, you would use this. So that's that. My pencil, I like using this thing, the lead holder pencil. And the lead that I use is H, like H for hard. So I like that one because it's like, it's still easy to erase, but it's not too soft as to where it smudges all over the paper. So that's the best kind of lead that I like to use. And the lead holder is made by Stadler. So that's that. Okay. The next thing I have is the Kabuta pen. And that's what this is right here. That's what that looks like. Kabuta. And this is the pen holder. This is the holder for it. The wooden holder is also made by Tachikawa. It's kind of covered up by this grip I made. And what I did to make this, because I use this pen a lot. I think this is like my favorite pen. What I did was put some tissue under the grip, regular tissue, wrapped it around there. Then I took some black artist tape. It doesn't matter what kind of tape, just as long as it'll stick to the wood. I took some black artist tape and I wrapped it around the tissue. And then to kind of give that rubbery grip right here, I used rubber bands, and you can probably tell, rubber bands, and I wrapped it around, and you just hold it like that, and you would draw, or whatever like that. So then next, this is my favorite, like, detail eraser thing. It's, let me see, I got a new one, you can read it. It's called Tough Stuff Eraser Stick, and what that is just this, and then you just, you push the back, and then it'll come out. And you can get really fine detail. It's really small. If you erase on a certain side, you can kind of sharpen it like a pencil to one side, like that. And then it'll make a point, and then you could use it to get really fine detail erased, so you don't have to erase the whole thing. The next thing I have is the screen tone cutter right here. That's what this is. You can kind of see it. And the blades for it are right here. Here are the blades. And then what you would do is, let's see, I'm using one hand. I'm going to cut myself. Dang. It's not coming out. What you do, though, you take one of those blades out. You unscrew the top right here. And you can kind of see how it opens and makes that little X right there on the top. See how it kind of came out a little bit. So you just stick the blade in between one of those slots, and then you would just twist it back up to tighten it, and the blade should get stuck in there. And then you could start cutting your screen tones and, shaving off the tone to give certain effects, and I'll probably do a video on that when the time comes, when I get a couple pages finished in ink. Okay, so the next thing I have, the most important thing that I think, is the ink right here. This is the Pilot ink from Japan. It comes from Japan. You can only get it in Japan. And so I was really mad when I tried to get it the other day. And the seller that I bought it from before said that he can't ship it anymore because of certain laws that Japan has about not being able to ship ink, or this type of ink, I guess. And I was like, oh man, because this is like the best ink. So what I'm going to have to do, I have this is really old, like a year old, and I have another bottle that I never opened, so hopefully that one's still fresh. So I'll probably use this for the for the contest manga, if it'll be enough. And then if I don't have enough, I'll just go to the online or to the store to get some comic book ink, and I'll probably just use that. Yeah, but now for some of the books that I have. First, I'll show you this book. I went to a Japanese bookstore. It's called Book Off. Bookoff, Book Off. And what it is, it says cut book. And then what that is, it's a cut. It has like little panels like this, cutouts of all these pictures that you would see in a manga, like at school. This one's volume 1, and this right here says I think it says Gakko, like school. I can read some Japanese. I can't read a lot. So, but this is just a volume of school. Let me flip through it and kind of show you. Let's see. You know, right here it has some pictures of mountains and trees. Let me find something good. Okay, here, this is pretty tight. They got some pictures of a desk and chair and stuff like that. And you know, what you would do is make copies of these, and you could cut out which ones you want off the copy, because I don't want to cut up my book. And then you would take a light table, put the copy or the cutout on the light table, tape it to the back of your manga page, and then just trace over it, you know, so you can get that exact picture. Just flipping through, here's some school scenes at the front of the school. Scenes of the classroom. Some scenes of the hallway in the school. That's pretty good. Perspective scenes. You know, you got the trees in there. Here's the locker room, if you know what that is, where the students keep their shoes and the little cubbies and whatever else they want to put in there. So it's really helpful. Stairways right here. So I found this, and I was like, oh, man, I got to get this. And it was cheap, too. So, you know, I bought this a while ago. Yeah, but that's that. I only got 2 minutes left. Let me try to fast forward through this. All right, I got a pen and ink book. This is like the best. This is in Japanese, too. You know what? Let me show you the English one. I found an English one in English right here. It's the same exact thing. It's just different cover. And this is really good. It tells you everything about manga, like how to make manga. It's like the best book you can have. They have artists like the guy right there that made, I think it's called Trigun. I never watched it, but that, you know, he'll show you his techniques and how he drew the manga. Let me see if I can open this. I really wanted to make sure I showed you guys this book. It's really good. So it'll show you, and I'll give you a little description. Finished work. Goes through the step-by-steps that he took to finish this right here. This big old masterpiece. So that's really good. See what else it has. Right here it has some toning techniques. And that's, you know, it just goes through all the steps. What ink to buy. See, that's the ink I have right there. And then the other types of ink you can use. Yeah, so that's really good, helpful. So yeah, I mean, I have this too. I don't really have a lot of time left. YouTube, stupid time limit. This is good, you know, flip through. It shows you how they took. This is more complicated though. Shows you techniques to use. The second one. And then, you know, what paper and everything. How to draw mouths. And this one features different artists, different manga artists too. How to make a dog look realistic, all that kind of stuff. what your supplies to use and stuff like that. So yeah, basically that's it. I gotta finish this in like the next 50 seconds. But yeah, my manga is coming along pretty good. Flip through this while I tell you about it. Manga's coming along pretty good. What we're working on actually is having some assistants try to help me with the backgrounds, because we're running out of time. We only have like 2 months left. That's cool. We only have like 2 months and a couple weeks left, so we're running out of time, and I got to get it finished. So we got some friends that used to go to school with us, and they're pretty good at drawing. We picked out a few, and hopefully they'll help me out with the backgrounds. I'm gonna have to tell them, kind of like train them and stuff, and tell them what to use. But they're already good at drawing, so it shouldn't be that hard. But yeah, so that's what's happening right now. I'll post more videos up when I get a chance, but right now I gotta go because I only got like 3 seconds. So I'll see you guys later. All right, bye.